That loud screech you hear first thing in the morning, especially on a cold start, can make your heart skip a beat. You turn the key, the engine fires up, and suddenly there's that sharp, high-pitched screech coming from under the hood. Then, just as quickly as it started, it fades away once the engine warms up. A lot of people ignore it because the car seems to run fine after a few seconds, but that noise is your car trying to tell you something important. Most of the time, that cold start screech has nothing to do with the engine itself. It's coming from the belt drive system, specifically the serpentine belt slipping when it shouldn't. Today, I want to slow this down and walk you through belt squeal fixes step by step, because this is one of the most common problems I see, and one of the most misunderstood. And hey, welcome to Auto Fix. This is the channel where we break down car problems in a way that actually makes sense, without all the confusing talk or unnecessary stress. Whether you're hearing a strange noise, dealing with a warning light, or just trying to understand what your car is doing before it gets worse, you're in the right place. I walk you through how to diagnose issues step by step, explain why they happen, and show you what really needs to be fixed so you don't waste money replacing parts you don't need. If you like learning how your car works and want simple, practical fixes you can trust, Auto Fix is for you. Let's get started. Your serpentine belt is the long belt that wraps around several pulleys at the front of the engine. It spins the alternator, power steering pump, AC compressor, and in many cars, even the water pump. Modern cars usually rely on just one belt, so if that belt slips badly or fails completely, you can lose charging, steering assist, cooling, and air conditioning all at once. When that belt slips, it makes noise. And there are two types of belt noise. One is a chirp, which is a quick, repetitive squeak. The other is a squeal, which is the loud screech most people hear on cold starts. That screeching sound is what we're focusing on today because it almost always points to a belt tension problem. Cold starts make belt squeal worse for a few reasons. First, rubber gets stiff when it's cold. A stiff belt doesn't grip the pulleys as well. Second, moisture from overnight condensation can sit on the belt and pulleys, reducing friction. And third, right after startup, the alternator is under heavy load trying to recharge the battery, which puts extra strain on the belt. Combine all that, and if your belt tension isn't right, you get that loud screech. Now, before you replace random parts, the first thing you need to do is confirm you're dealing with a squeal and not something else. One of the simplest tricks in the book is the water test. Start the engine while it's cold and making noise. Lightly spray a small amount of water on the ribbed side of the belt. If the noise gets louder or changes pitch, that's a classic belt squeal caused by low tension. If the noise briefly goes away and then comes back as the belt dries, that usually points more toward alignment. For this video, we're focusing on the squeal side of things. Once you've confirmed it's a squeal, now it's time to fix it the right way. And this is where a lot of people go wrong. Spraying belt dressing or random chemicals is not a fix. That just masks the problem and can actually make things worse over time. A real fix means restoring proper belt tension and making sure the belt can grip the pulleys the way it's designed to. The very first step is a visual inspection. With the engine off, look closely at the belt. If you see cracking across the ribs, missing chunks, shiny glazed surfaces, or heavy rubber buildup in the grooves, that belt is already compromised. A worn belt can squeal even if tension is decent. If the belt looks questionable at all, replacing it is step one. Next, check that the belt is the correct length. This sounds basic, but it's more common than you'd think. If someone installed the wrong belt length, the tensioner can't do its job. Even a belt that's slightly too long will cause squealing, especially on cold starts. Always verify the belt part number matches your engine exactly. Now, let's talk about the tensioner because this is where most belt squeal problems live. On vehicles with an automatic tensioner, that tensioner is responsible for keeping constant pressure on the belt. Over time, the internal spring weakens. When that happens, the belt looks fine, but it simply doesn't have enough tension under load. With the engine off, grab a wrench and rotate the tensioner through its range of motion. It should move smoothly and feel firm. If it feels weak, jerky, or doesn't return smoothly, that tensioner is no longer doing its job. Also, spin the tensioner pulley by hand. It should spin quietly and smoothly. Any grinding noise, roughness, or wobble means replacement time. This is important, so don't rush it. A worn tensioner will almost always cause cold start squeal before it causes problems at warm idle. That's why the noise disappears after a few seconds. The belt warms up, grips better, and masks the real issue. If your vehicle uses a manually adjusted belt instead of an automatic tensioner, then correct adjustment is critical. A loose belt will squeal every time the alternator loads up. The belt should be tensioned properly during installation, then allowed to run briefly so it can seat into the pulleys. After that short run-in period, recheck and adjust tension again. Skipping that second adjustment is a common mistake that leads to squealing. Before we continue, please like and share this video and subscribe to Auto V Fix. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep putting out clear step-by-step repair guides like this. Now let's go a little deeper, because sometimes belt squeal isn't just about the belt or tensioner alone. Sometimes the belt is squealing because it's being asked to do too much work. That means accessory drag. With the belt removed, spin every pulley by hand. The alternator, idler pulleys, AC compressor clutch, and power steering pulley should all spin freely and smoothly. If any pulley feels stiff, gritty, or noisy, that extra resistance will overload the belt and cause squealing, especially during cold starts when everything is tighter. Pay close attention to the alternator pulley. Many modern alternators use a special overrunning pulley. If that pulley starts to fail, it can create sudden load spikes that overwhelm the belt. One sign is excessive tensioner movement while the engine is running. Another is a short buzzing sound from the alternator after you shut the engine off. If you hear that, the pulley may be on its way out. Also inspect for contamination. Oil, coolant, or power steering fluid on the belt will drastically reduce grip. If a belt has been soaked in oil or coolant, cleaning it won't fix it. That belt needs to be replaced and the leak needs to be repaired, or the squeal will come right back. Once you've corrected belt condition, confirmed the right belt length, verified the tensioner is strong, and ruled out accessory drag, reinstall everything and start the engine cold again. In most cases, the screech will be completely gone. Not reduced, gone. If the noise is still there at this point, that's when you double-check alignment and pulley condition, but the majority of loud cold start screeching problems are solved by proper belt tension fixes. The key takeaway here is this. Belt squeal is not random, and it's not something to ignore. It's a warning that the belt is slipping. Left unchecked, that slip can lead to charging problems, overheating, power steering loss, or a broken belt at the worst possible time. A little time spent diagnosing the belt system properly can save you from being stranded later. Always fix the cause, not the noise. Replace worn belts, weak tensioners, and dragging pulleys together when needed, especially on higher mileage vehicles. If this video helped you understand belt squeal fixes a lot better, make sure you subscribe to Auto V Fix for more real-world car repair explanations that actually make sense. Drop a comment below if you've dealt with a cold start screech before and let me know what fixed it on your car. I'll see you in the next one.